Hello there, welcome to week 7 of Crises Gardening. I'm Hannah from Good Life Permaculture, coming to you from Wollonina country in Hobart, Australia. Today I'm going to show you how you can grow and make your very own immune boosting tea. I like to call it immunity. Because right now we've got so many people in the world wondering how to stay healthy. A key thing to look at is how to keep your own immune system healthy. The best news that all the herbs you need are really hardy and quite easy to grow pretty much anywhere in the world. First up, we've got some lemon balm over here. You just need a leaf for this tea. Over here we've got some yarrow. I've got a white flower yarrow. It also comes in pinks and purples. You need the flower and the leaf, those two things there. Then we've got the gorgeous calendula flower. I happen to have yellow and orange leaves. Petals, sorry. Then over here, there's some thyme leaf, and this one's really common. If you're interested in making pizza, you probably have this one in your garden already. And lastly, we have peppermint leaf. So these 5 herbs are all you need to make your own tea. Pop them all into a teapot. Importantly, the quantities of each one are roughly the same of everything. So close enough is good enough, but you aim to get it so it's all pretty even. Pop them in. You can put the sticks in as well, that's fine. And then, oh, this is going to be so strong. Get some boiling hot water and fill that all the way up. Oh, hi Frida. Importantly, you have to cover the teapot so none of the goodness escapes. You have to leave it here for at least 10 minutes before you drink. So we'll be back soon. If you haven't already got any of these herbs in your garden, you're going to have to source them from somewhere. Either your local nursery or, even better, a garden somewhere in your community. So I'm going to show you every single plant that's growing in our garden, how you can get a little fork or a spade and dig it up for yourself. First up, we've got peppermint. If you come down here, this is a creeping plant. It's got a runner root that will go directly underneath the soil surface and keep popping up new plants everywhere around it. So it's really easy just to get a shovel, dig around it and pull it up, and you'll see those root systems and running along and putting down little tiny roots here. So I could actually separate this into more than one plant, probably like 10 plants actually. That's a really easy thing that you can just take home, pop into a pot or into a garden bed. There you go. Super easy, isn't it? Come up here. Yay! All right, let's go find something else. We've got some lemon balm here, and you can see I've let it go to seed, which some people aren't a fan of because it can get a little bit out of control. But I wanted to get out of control on this bank because it needs stabilising. So this seed will fall everywhere. Lots of it will just germinate really easily. If you don't want it to seed in your garden, just simply cut it back, prune it when it's flowering or before it's flowering to prevent that from going to seed. So if you look around the base, sometimes you'll see some babies popping up around here, or you can do a little bit of gentle root division of the main root ball. I can see the little branch here I can just tease out gently, and at some point you'll probably have to just gently snap that root off. But you'll see there's a tiny little baby plant there that you can then take home and put it in a pot first up, because it will need to be grown up a bit before it can go into your big garden. But that will become a vigorous plant right there. Perfect. Okay, it's time to go find some yarrow. This rambling herb will be sprawling around like a ground cover. So I've come down here. I can just be pretty vigorous with it. There's lots of little plants popping up. It's a runner root again, like the mint. So I can just choose a little head of leaf, and it looks gruesome, but I'm just going to rip it off. And you can see that root there. There's actually 2 plants there. I could snip that in half and have 2 plants. And because it's so vigorous, I just bang that in my garden straight away. But you can put it in pots. All these herbs you can grow in pots on your balcony or in your garden. It is so great. So it's another 2 plants there. That's awesome. Okay, let's go find the next thing. All right, I'm just going to do the same thing with thyme. This is a creeping herb. There's no new information here. You look down, you'll see some new plants popping up. You just do that. How easy is that? Crikey. So easy. If I take the soil off, you'll see a nice little root ball forming. If you've got some thyme or mint or yarrow in your garden, you can do what we call layering, where we find a branch like this and I simply bury it. So I'll layer it on the ground and I'll smother it in soil, making sure there's one end sticking up. And that leaf that I've planted in between here and here will start to set roots down. So I can come back in a few weeks or a month or so, dig it up, and I'll have some more plants. Pretty awesome. Okay, last but not least, calendula. Calendula is so hardy, it'll literally grow out of a rock face as it's doing here. It's got this gorgeous yellow or orange flower, doesn't matter which one you have. You'll see its green seed heads forming just over here. And then up here, you'll see some brown seed heads forming up here. To harvest them, you just scuff them off, and you can see they've got a really nice, interesting shape. These things germinate so easily. You'll see come down below this bush, lots of baby calendulas just germinating so easily. They're not hard to grow. All you have to do to grow them in your garden is get some seed and just throw it at the ground. That's it. The more seeds you throw, the better. And it's quite abundant, as you can see, these bushes. They produce a lot of seed. So you can just throw, you know, a few little shakes on the ground and you'll have lots and lots forever. Okay, let's go try this tea already, hey? Okay, our tea party is ready to go. We've got special guests, Frida Maria and Starbright Shimmer here. This tea's been brewing for longer than 10 minutes, which I like, so it's really strong. Importantly, for it to have maximum effect on you, you have between 1 to 3 cups per day. Oh look, we've got a bonus green bug there. I'll release that back to the garden. Come with me. I don't know. Okay, so the next step is to taste it. Hey Frida, do you want to taste it?
I'm just feeding this little guy.
Okay, I'll taste it. Oh, delicious. You're going to love this. Did you know the key health benefits include it's anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, antiviral, it's immune stimulating, mood uplifting, relaxing, plus so much more. See our accompanying blog and the link down there somewhere to find that nice thorough list of things of how it's good for you. And special thanks to our local naturopath, Monica Francia, for sharing this recipe with us. It's people like her who can help us get through these times where you might not have access to all the medical things at your fingertips, but you can have it in your own garden. We can do this together. We've got this. Everything's going to be okay.